What we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. This is Exposé coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria, every Monday on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook simultaneously. I'm the regular host, Tony Akinyemi. Don't forget, what we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge.
Hello and welcome to Exposé with Tony Akinyemi. My name is Gay-Shuaibu and I have the singular honor of hosting tonight's episode. On tonight's episode of Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, I have a very wonderful person with me in the studio. I'll be having a chat with her. She'll be taking us through our amazing journey into healthy living. So without wasting time, let's get started. Hello, Ma. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So can you just start by telling the audience a little bit about yourself and your amazing journey into healthy living?
My name is Abigail Taiwo. I heard about healthy living, Rafa Institution, 2016. I got a call from the registrar of the institution, and they said somebody gave him my number, a loved one who wants me to live healthy and know about this program. So I started in 2017 because then I just put to bed. I had to wait for my child to be like a year before I registered. And ever since then, no regrets. It's been a beautiful journey all the way.
Wow, thank you. That's so amazing. So pretty much, was that when you found out about Reverend Tony Akinyemi? Was that your first contact with Reverend Tony?
Oh, no. I saw or heard about Reverend Tony Akinyemi some 16, 17 years ago, if I am correct.
Wow.
I always watch him at on Hosanna Ha. So it was this beautiful experience. You know, then we had other pastors talking about holiness, living holy, repentance, living for the kingdom, which is what we live for as a Christian. But fortunately, I heard this pastor talking about health, made us understand that we as human, we have body, soul, and spirit. And every other pastor is talking about the body, soul, and spirit, how to take care of the body, soul, and spirit, how to live the mandate of God. And Reverend Tony Akinyemi is telling us about how to maintain the physical body. You need to be healthy to be able to take care of your spirit man and your soul. So I heard about him from Hosanna Ha.
Wow, that's amazing then. As a mom,
Okay.
I believe that every mom has something to do with the kitchen. Now, how has your knowledge of healthy living, how has it impacted you as a mom, like your cooking experience? What are those things that you have changed over the course of time?
It's been a blessing. You know, as a regular mom in Nigeria here, you do your normal cooking. Switching over to healthy lifestyle has helped me to give my family healthy meals, live healthy, change a lot of things about our lifestyle. You know, those days we'll cook with lot of MSG.
Yeah.
We'll cook our stew with vegetable oil swimming on it. We'll fry our fish, we'll fry our meat. And before the meal gets to the table, we would have killed all the nutrients because of our ways of cooking with high heat, cooking with the wrong pot and the wrong patterns of cooking. But thank God for this lifestyle that has made me understand how to implement this healthy lifestyle in my day-to-day life.
Wow, thank you so much. So as a healthy living ambassador, what advice would you have for people out there that would want to transition from the norm? You know, we have this thing, we say the Hosanna and the Hallelujah diets. What advice do you want to give people who want to transition from the Hosanna diet, which is the regular diet that doesn't pay attention to healthy living, to Hallelujah diet? What advice do you have for people?
My advice will be, don't sit on it. It's obvious most of us have heard about healthy living, one way or the other. Don't sit on it. You don't wait until you're sick before you live healthy. Treating sickness is very expensive. So the best way is to prevent. I had no issues coming to healthy living institution. I just came to the program because I heard about it. And fortunately for me, it has helped me to stay healthy. You can be healthy and live a good lifestyle. Don't wait for sickness for you to come do the program. So come for the course, have knowledge. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you get from this course, the more knowledge you get from the program, will help you to live a life far away from sickness and diseases.
Wonderful. You said something that you said you actually gained a lot of knowledge. I want you to share with the audience, what are these knowledge? What are those things that you were doing before you came into healthy living? What are those things you were doing?
It's so interesting that I thought I was living a healthy lifestyle. Growing up in school, they teach you about the classes of food. And we know fruits and vegetable is very, very important.
Yes.
But the application of it was wrong. I had this bowl in my house where I would blend watermelon, pineapple, and pawpaw in large quantity and put it in the freezer. So we scoop from it whenever we feel like, oh, it's time to take fruits and vegetable. Taking it the wrong time. This course had made me realize that it's best taken first thing in the morning after your water and knowing what fruits to take and how to take it. I learned how to detox, that this system, the organs in our body has been working day to day, helping us to be healthy, helping us to move from our day-to-day lifestyle. So you need to keep them working. In order for them to perform well, you need to clean them, you need to detox. It has also taught me on how to use good cookware and making me realize that you can as well kill all the nutrients in your food right from your kitchen to the dining table. So now I know the best way to make my meal. I've excluded MSG in my food.
Wow.
I no longer fry my proteins. And you don't see oil. And I've known the best oil to cook with.
Amazing. Wow.
Yes, so it's not all the oil you see in the market. Some are not supposed to be cooked like olive oil. You're supposed to eat it raw. Sprinkle it on your meal after you are done with it. But those days we feel because it's healthy, we'll stir fry with olive oil, we'll cook stew with olive oil, we'll cook food, and we heat this oil to a temperature whereby it's not good. So this course has made me realize that it's not about the food you eat. Also, the things you apply on your skin is important. So now I scrutinize everything. I look at the ingredients in both the things on my skin and the things I eat. And like my mentor, Reverend Tony Akinyemi, will say, whatever you eat or drink, is either you're feeding something or you're treating something. So now I'm always careful of what I eat.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Meaning your food is your medicine.
It is my medicine.
Yes.
And my kitchen should be my clinic.
Oh,
Everything
yes.
that comes out of it should nourish the body.
Oh, that's good. So, can you share with the viewers some of your favorite recipes that you've learned over the course of your interaction with healthy living? Yeah.
So I've taken out animal milk.
Wow.
I have alternative to that. We have plant-based milk, cashew milk, almond milk, tiger nuts milk, and I've taken out white flours from our meal.
Oh.
Yes. I make healthy pancake with oats and banana for the kids. Very rich. They take them with either date syrup or maple syrup. I've taken out sugar for my children. And no Bonvita, no Milo. We have alternative of carrot powder, cocoa powder. So they do a lot of smoothies. And no polished rice in the house. We do more of locally made rice. And majority of food, healthy alternatives that we switched over to. All because I got involved in this institution.
While you were talking, you did mention that you took out sugar from your diet. What have you replaced it with?
Oh, you have numerous things to replace with. You have natural honey. You have cane sugar, jaggery. You have dates. You can make date syrup or date powder. Then for the adults, you have stevia.
Okay.
That's 5 I've mentioned.
Yeah, just
So
to
you
mention
have-
a few.
Yes. So you have a
Yes.
lot of alternatives to these things.
Oh,
So you're taking it out and you're replacing them with healthy alternatives.
that's good. There's this talk out there that healthy living is expensive. A lot of people assume that healthy living is really expensive. So what advice do you have for anyone or maybe any of the viewers that would want to, transition from the norm
To healthy living.
to healthy living?
Yes, I've heard people say healthy living is expensive. I don't pray you try sickness. When you're sick, you realize that healthy living it's not expensive. in our day-to-day life, okay, I met with someone that said, in every country, God has given you the things to help maintain your lifestyle, treat sicknesses, okay, not treat sicknesses, improve your healthy living. So you don't have to go overboard because you're doing healthy living. No, it's not. Take it one day at a time. Like I mentioned, you have tiger nuts milk compared to your animal milk, which is expensive. You do that there in your kitchen. Tiger nut is not expensive. All you need is a good blender and a sieve, and you make that. Apple, you buy simple apple, you buy watermelon, you buy pawpaw. Is there a lettuce? Depending on how you. I don't pray to be sick. Sickness is more expensive than living healthy. So prevention is the best.
Yes. Like Reverend Tony, our mentor, would always say, says the best prescription is knowledge.
Is knowledge.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you.
Right about now, we'll be going for a commercial break. We'll be back.
Meet Emily. She is passionate about living a healthy life, but finds it difficult to access information on health and wellness.
Cancer is survivable.
That is until she discovered the online healthy living training offered by Reverend Tony Akinyemi on lms.rafainstitute.org. The online healthy living training program is a comprehensive interactive course that covers topics such as nutrition, fitness, stress management, and mental health. The course is designed to provide participants with practical tips and strategies to improve their health and well-being. Emily is now equipped with the knowledge and skills she needs to live a healthy life. Join Emily and countless others in living a healthy life by signing up for the online healthy living training program today.
Wow, hello, welcome back to Exposé with Tony Akinyemi. Well, we're still having this wonderful chat with one of our healthy living ambassador in person of Mrs. Abigail Taiwo. So we're going to continue from where we left off. I remember before the commercial break, you did mention that when you eat, you're either fighting something or feeding something. Can you clarify, can you really explain what you mean by that statement?
Yeah, you have to be careful of what you eat, meaning it's either you're fighting a disease or you're feeding the disease. So that is the meaning of what I said. So always check what you eat and be sure it's healthy. So you know you're treating or fighting.
So pretty much we're either feeding disease or fighting
it.
disease.
So which is better?
Of course. Makes sense.
Yes.
So can you explain, for, say, a mom, for example, like yourself, how were you able to convince your husband or your family that this is the way? Imagine you said you had to take out the regular bouillon cube, which has MSG.
Yes.
You now replaced it with, of course, maybe spices and the rest. How were you able to convince your family that this is the way?
It was a joint agreement before I started this program. Okay, I said I knew about Reverend Tony from Hosanna Ha. So I went to Avila, that's his wife's shop, to get something for my mother-in-law. And that was before the call. I saw Reverend Tony's picture. I went with my husband. And I was like, oh, I know this man. Is this his shop? They said, yes, this is his shop. And when the call came, I could place the name and I was like, no, if it is his program, I am going. Because of the little idea I got from him while watching Hosanna Ha. And I told my husband about him, and fortunately for me, he bought the idea. So it was easy. The journey was easy. And now we find it difficult to eat outside.
Wow.
Yes, because his taste bud has changed.
Fantastic. Now let's talk about your kids. I know people usually have a lot of issues with their kids when it comes to, you're going to take out the regular cake they're used to, your regular beverage and the drinks. How are you able to, manage this, with your kids?
Sincerely speaking, it was a little challenging.
Okay.
It wasn't difficult because I wasn't the kind of mom that always give them fizzy drink. So I stopped. Fortunately for me, my baby was just a year.
Okay.
So for the older ones, I stopped fizzy drink. They take water alone to school, and their meal, they got used to it. They had no choice. This is what mom wants you to eat, and this is the reason. I always give them the reason why they should do it. And it got to a stage, my daughter said, she was watching Exposé with me, and she said, is Reverend Tony real?
Wow.
You know, sometimes you need to involve these kids. In order to make it seamless, you need to involve them. You do the work together, you do the preparation together, and tell them, you don't just insist that, don't eat this, don't eat that. Give them the reason why they shouldn't eat it, or why this is bad for them. So I sent a chat to Reverend Tony that Daddy will want to come see you. And the loving person that Daddy is, always ready to attend to everyone. He gave us audience, and I took the kids to see him. And my girl saw him, and whenever she's watching Exposé, she can now place a name to the face. So any little thing, Reverend Tony said, oh, I know, don't eat this. So it was easy.
Okay, you were mentioning fizzy drinks. I'm sure most people are wondering, what's fizzy drink? Pretty much carbonated drinks, all those carbonated beverages that you find out there.
Yes.
So prior to your involvement with Reverend Tony and the Institute, you did mention that you were a healthy living enthusiast. Yeah, you had knowledge. I'm sure you were going online, doing your research. Maybe you read books and journals about healthy living. Could you tell the viewers what you were doing, those things that you were doing that you felt then that you didn't have the knowledge was actually wrong? Can you explain more?
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually was not a complete healthy living person, but I was always careful of what I take. I said earlier in the interview that I was taking smoothies, but the wrong way. Not first thing in the morning after my water. I could drink it immediately after meal or in between meals, blending in large quantity instead of blending and drink immediately. The quantity you want to take, I will make it much and I will scoop out of it to drink with my spoon. And I need to say that blending watermelon with other fruits is actually wrong, because watermelon digests very fast and will make other fruits ferment in the stomach. So I got to learn about that you eat watermelon alone or you leave it. You don't mix it. And I got to know about not blending vegetables and fruits together. The only fruit you can blend with vegetable is apple. That goes well with vegetables. But then you just combine everything. What we will look after was the taste.
Yes.
How sweet it is in the mouth, not what is given. We just feel we are eating vegetable, we are eating. Then I was cooking, reduced MSG. I was still using MSG. I feel I wasn't doing much of it. Then other parts where I have to just warm, I use microwave. I was eating up my food with microwave and all of that. So I stopped that after the healthy living.
Wow.
No overcooking. At least my vegetable should be green after making my soup. Let me see it and see live in it. Yeah.
Yes. So let's talk about the frequency of visiting the hospitals before and after.
I'll use the opportunity to say thank God I came in contact with this program. As a regular mom, you have one reason or the other to go to the clinic, or you have your first aid with different medication for kids in it. But God has been so faithful. God will not come from heaven to help you.
Yeah.
He gives knowledge. He gives people knowledge to teach you what to do. And because of this, I hardly patronize the clinic. Yeah, so, I'll give example of my son. He is a boarder, and he's always coming down with malaria when he's back from school. There was this day, he had serious fever. I wasn't thinking. The next thing I thought of was straight to the hospital. We got there, they ran tests on him, and he had malaria, though it was not high, but because of the temperature. And the doctor said he will be given intravenous, admitted. And I wasn't ready to stay there with him. I asked for alternative. He said injection. And there was no assurance it was going to work, that it's going to bring down the temperature. They gave him injection to drop the temperature. We got home. We're going daily for the injection, 3 days injection.
Wow.
Second day into it, this boy was still running fever. And my husband just looked at me and said, with the knowledge we have. So I just switched over to alternative means of treating malaria. And within few hours, my boy was bouncing. And next thing the boy said was, Mom, You knew about this and you made me go through this.
Oh.
I felt bad and I said, sorry, that it won't happen again. And ever since then, I know what to do as soon as it's back from school and before leaving for school. So we've not had reason to be running helter-skelter because of malaria.
Wow.
Then I had, personally, I had issue with sleepless nights.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got sleeping tablets, but I didn't use it. I was scared of getting addicted to it. So I just went into alternative means, what we're taught. I had 3 options to choose from. So I went with one, yes.
And did it work?
It did work. And ever
Wow.
since then, if I have any issue, I have somebody complain about that, I just tell them what to do. This is what you put together and there you go.
Maybe I should ask, these things that you do, like, are they things that you can just get from
Of
your marketplace
course.
or?
Of course, one you get from your marketplace. Your celery and apple juice.
Wow.
30 minutes before going to bed, just take a cup of celery and apple juice. Then chamomile tea, you get it from a healthy store. Make it and before going to bed, it helps calm my nerves. And I sleep like a baby.
So are you trying to say that this like worked for insomnia? Like,
It works for, but you know, natural things take time. You don't expect drink it now and it works immediately. You need to be patient with all those things and you will get results. Be patient, believe in it, and you will get results.
wow.
It has worked for me. It has worked for a lot of people. And I'm sure it will work for any other person that has the same issue.
Wow, you heard that. So now we've talked so much about your personal experience.
Okay.
Let's talk about your business, because I know very well that you, apart from doing healthy living at home,
Yes.
you're into the business side of healthy living.
Yes.
So how has the knowledge you've gained from the Institute, how has it actually impacted your business?
This institute made me go into juicing. I started making it for my family. I make juice, I make smoothies, I make granola for snacking. And so my husband just said, this you're doing, why not turn it into business? Because what he is taking out there is nothing compared to what I was making for them in the house. And I didn't imagine myself in 5 years' time making juice and smoothies. And I said, no, this is not what I'm called out for. And he said, no, it's not about the profits. It's about you're teaching people a healthy lifestyle. Give them what to go with it. Let them see that healthy living is not boring. You're drinking for wellness at the same time for pleasure. So I refused. I started in 2018. I failed. And I stopped the business. I continued with the house. Then in 2021 or 22, thereabouts, a family friend came visiting, husband, wife, and the kids. And I served them juice and them granola. And my husband again said, do you know she made this?
Oh.
And he was like, why are you not doing business with it? This is so nice. And I said, no, please don't go there. I am not going into this business. And after all the talk, and he said, make me your first customer. I want you to make juice for me. I tried saying no, but he insisted, I want 20 bottles and a pack of granola. So I did. He said, I'll come to your church to pick it. And I won't be doing just 20 bottles. I did extra bottles and I took to church. It took ease and I sold the rest. The next week, I had someone ask, did you come with that same drink you brought last week? Yes. And that was how the business started. Since 2021 till dates, it's been a blessing. And the advantage of this training to my business, before the training, I was using a centrifugal juicer. I don't know if, okay, centrifugal juicer, we have centrifugal, we have masticating juicer. So the masticating juicer is a slow juicer that helps you retain the nutrients and the enzymes in your fruit and vegetable. While centrifugal juicer will just juice with a lot of heat and within a few minutes, you are done. You don't get all you need from this fruit and vegetable. So this slow juicer gives you good quality for your juice. It has helped me to know the right tools to use and what to blend and how to preserve them. Preparation is key. There is difference between buying something and just making and giving your customer the best produce. So this is the knowledge I got from the class.
Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. So for the viewers that might want to get your products, or they want to buy something from you, or pretty much, I know you're into juicing and the rest.
Yes.
How can they contact you? Do you have social media, phone number?
Definitely.
I want to share that with them.
Yes, our phone number is 081 8200 4936. Our Instagram handle is Abi Drinks, and TikTok, same Abi Drinks.
Okay, so Happy Drinks on TikTok,
Yes.
and on Instagram. Yes. So in conclusion,
Okay.
do you have any final words, like a word of wisdom for anyone that's just watching this show, maybe for the first time, or maybe our regular people or the regular
Okay.
audience? What are your final words for them?
I would say make our health priority. Let your food be your medicine. Whatever goes into your mouth should be healthy. And you need the right knowledge for you to live a healthy lifestyle. So please don't sleep on it, as I said before. When you have the call, answer it. And help yourself and your family live healthy to prevent sickness. Sickness is expensive. Don't manage sickness. Healthy lifestyle will help you to live healthy and to reverse sicknesses and diseases. Thank you.
So that's it for tonight's episode of Exposé with Tony Akinyemi. Like you've heard from Mrs. Abigail Taiwo, healthy living, it's very important. Like everyone would always say, there are no incurable diseases, but only incurable people. So if you're just watching this show for the first time, we want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. And if you are a regular viewer on the show, please stay tuned, same time, same station. God bless you.
Meet Emily. She is passionate about living a healthy life, but finds it difficult to access information on health and wellness.
Cancer is survivable.
That is until she discovered the online healthy living training offered by Reverend Tony Akinyemi on lms.rafainstitute.org. The online healthy living training program is a comprehensive interactive course that covers topics such as nutrition, fitness, stress management, and mental health. The course is designed to provide participants with practical tips and strategies to improve their health and well-being. Emily is now equipped with the knowledge and skills she needs to live a healthy life. Join Emily and countless others in living a healthy life by signing up for the online healthy living training program today.